In today's video, I'm sharing how the chairman learned parenting. It was not easy. He learned from Park Tandan, which shows us that parenting is not a matter of age. She is a 27-year-old, but she knows the keys. Being there, listening, being a friend sometimes, and being also able to understand the child, and many other things. So we see here that from the very beginning, Park Tandan was present. She was the one who heard, the little boy Sejuan when he was in distress. She was able to connect with him from the very beginning. She was able to understand him. They share a lot. They miss their mothers, and she's able to understand his feelings, to listen to him, to understand his fears. We see here that he is afraid of what happened. He's even terrified and had an incident, but she's able to be there and make sure he feels better. Here, it's about playing in the streets with his friends when his dad does not understand. Even Josh Session, who is the birth mother, does not understand. Park Tandan is able to fix the problem, to make the chairman connect with his son, understand that we can't force the children to do everything. We also have to give. We also have to accept what some of the things that they experienced during their generation. So the chairman learns, and you see throughout the series, you see the character development. He becomes a real father. He becomes very close to his children. He's there when they're in trouble, when they're in distress. He listens to them. He's really present, and he also can we see that he starts fixing their problems, being there for the children. This series is teaching us to be there for the children, to listen to them, so that when they are terrified, when they are afraid, when they have a problem, as we see here, Jenny was bullied at school, and no one in the house, such a big house with so many people, no one could even see the distress she was in. Only Park Tandan saw it and was able to fix the problem for her, deliver her from the other children who are bullying her. This is how Park Tandan teaches the chairman that parenting is not about only about school, receiving the report cards from the children. It's about knowing them, what they like, what they don't like, knowing about their friends, having the phone number of the friends, being able to put a name on their friend's name, and knowing things about them. She asked him, what do you actually know about your children? And he realized is that he doesn't know much. He doesn't know them. This is when we have the scene where he asked her to come to his office and really humble himself and realizes that, no, I don't know my children, and ask her to teach him, to let him know more about his children. We see here Park Tandan taking Sejuan to the movies. Parenting is also being able to do some outings, to go out with the children, the things they like, the movies they like. Sometimes the friend go to the movies, they go to school, they speak about it. We can't take them to all the movies. We have to choose because some might not be appropriate, but there are some that are appropriate. We don't need to take them every day, every week, but once in a while. It's a great joy, and it also creates memories. They are so happy, and what makes them much more happy is that what makes them happier is when you share that with them, when we are able to be there with them, to share what they love. And we see here in that series many lessons of parenting. You see here the chairman doesn't want to put on this thing on his head. He doesn't want to be ridiculed, but Park Tandan shows him that other dads are doing it. They're sharing what their children like. They're sharing some time, some memories, making memories with their children. They are not the chairman. They are not the engineer. They are not the worker. They are a dad. So he becomes a dad that day in this theme park. He becomes a dad. He goes to the level of his children. He takes himself to their level. He comes down from the chairman role to become a dad. He comes to their level. And now you see the joy of sharing things together. And this is the first happy moment of the chairman with his children. He even says it at the end of the day at the theme park. He says that he doesn't know why he didn't think about it before. Sometimes we don't think about those simple things. Once a year, a theme park with our children it's doable for most of us, and it creates so much memories. Eating the food, the beverages, the drinks they love. And as the chairman said at the beginning, he didn't want them to eat junk food, what he calls junk food. But you know, sometimes a little bit of junk food, it doesn't harm anybody. Not every day. As Park Taunton is teaching him in this passage about video games. It's not all the time. They don't have to be addicted to it. But I'm telling you that we are learning here that giving in a little bit, and teaching even the children to discipline themselves, to be able to control themselves by teaching them that twice a week is enough, it's enough to make them their day. It's enough to make them happy. And we see here that Zhou Shishang does not understand that. She wants to force, she wants to control, she wants to make the child do what she thinks is right, without understanding that all his friends are doing it, and all he's asking for, all he needs is twice a week. And you see in this passage, in this image, when that now the children start to rely on their dad. And this series teaches us that when we give in a little bit, when we give a little bit to our children of what they like, of what they enjoy, they start trusting us, they start relying on us. This is what is happening, and it makes the chairman so happy. You see how happy, how proud he is when his little one comes to ask him for help. Before, the child would not even consider his dad. Now the dad is able to help, and he's so happy about that, and he actually fixes the problem. And you see how he kneels down to go to the child's level. We see that a lot. We see that a lot. This is so important. So to end, there's so many things we could say, but to end with that, you see the chairman coming to the level, kneeling down to be at the level of Sejuan, his little one. This is the lesson he has learned, that we are not workers, we are not officials, we are not chairmen, engineers, teachers, business people with our children. We are parents, and he learned that lesson thanks to the character of Park Tandan. Let me know what you think about it. I found it so important. It taught me so much. This is one of the things I like in Korean movies, because we see that the writers are sending us messages that are so deep and profound most of the time. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.